Good morning, you guys. It is, what is it? It's Thursday. It's June 4th, and it is 9:14. So, market opens in about 15 minutes. I honestly was not going to trade this whole week because it is my birthday month, and I was going to use this whole first of the week to just kind of get stuff done so I can focus on trading the rest of the month. But I cannot miss out on this price action. Like what? Let's actually go over the price action. Let's just start, because yesterday was beautiful. Hopefully I have time to go. Hopefully I have time to go into yesterday's trade before market opens. Actually, let's do that first. Let's yes, it was a 1 hour. Okay, first of all, slow down. I'm getting excited. Okay, first of all, yesterday's trade I took while I was getting my hair braided in the morning. So I was taking it from my phone while I was literally in the chair. So I did not have my laptop. I didn't have my setup and everything so I could see everything properly. On the mobile, it doesn't come with this tool that tells me my 1-to-1. So I literally was just guessing. But when I came into the market, I did see that price was on its way down. So I was wondering if price was going to come back, tap into the zone for buys. But I also realized that if price came back here, because of how big the zone was, it was a potential for price to come back and actually touch the trend line. And I said I would want to be a part of that. Because y'all know I'm still waiting for price to come to that unfilled gap if it decides to. It doesn't have to. Price can do whatever it wants. But if that opportunity presents itself, I want to be a part of it. Anyways, so I was like, okay, I'll aim for sales. So on the 1 hour, price, was it the 1 hour? I don't think it was the 1 hour. I think it was a 5 minute. Hold on, let's go see. Because I forgot. Maybe it was a 1 hour. Yeah, because that's too jumbled. It might have been the 1 hour. I'm trying to remember how it happened. I can't scroll and for nothing. Hold on, y'all. No, was it the 4 hour? The 1 hour? The 15? It had to be the 1 hour. I don't remember. I mean, I have it marked. I just don't remember what it was. Why don't I remember that? It might have been the 15. Okay. It might have been the 15. This was the zone for the 15. It's a little off. That's why. Okay. This was the zone for the 15. No, this was not. It was something else, y'all. No, it was this. Okay, my bad. My bad. I had to remember. Okay, I got it. So this was, price ended up breaking structure to the downside. It broke this structure here. This candle came out of this zone, so I created the zone. Price actually came back, tapped into the zone. No. Because this is part of this candle. I know it is. Hold on, y'all. Let me figure it out. This was a 15-minute zone. I remember that. Because this candle broke this structure, created this zone here. Now, for the entry, which was on the 5 minute, and remember I marked up this 1 hour zone because I said buyers were here. Buyers would step in, right? So, okay, here we go. Now I remember. Yes, because this candle created a slightly new all-time high, but it also, this is the candle that actually broke the structure, this candle. Even though it closed bullish, it was at one point a bearish candle. So once it came back, tapped into the zone, and I started seeing momentum coming outside the zone, I got in. I knew I didn't want price to even invalidate. I didn't know how big this zone was, y'all. Like, I was on my phone. I just know I didn't want price to come back here, and I didn't want to. I wanted to get out once price got to this this demand zone, and that's what I did. So measuring it out, it was almost a 1 to 2. So that was the first trade. Then price came back, tapped into the zone again, because I was gonna be done for the day. I think at this point I was up like 2,000. I think I was up like 2,000, and then this, like I said, came back, tapped into the zone again, closed outside. Once I saw momentum again, I said, okay, I'm gonna get in again. Now this trade did take a little longer, but we did eventually get back to this demand zone, and I got out. So this one ended up being a 1 to almost 3. So yeah, that was the 2 trades I took yesterday, and I ended up making $3,500. So, I don't take any more than 2 trades a day. Those were my 2 trades. Usually I just take 1, but because of how clean the price action was, I just couldn't. I just had to be a part of it. So yeah, I'm about to delete these because that's over with. Now, as far as today, let's start on the daily. Let's see what's going on today. I kind of was already looking, and I kind of like what I see for sales, for some more sales. I don't know how far down we're going to go, but hey, I'm going to follow it. Now, first of all, it broke our trend line, so let's update our trend line, which is now here. Could this just be a pullback and continue its way up? It could be. This is the gap I was telling you guys. I am waiting for price to come back and fill. It doesn't have to, but if it does, I want to be a part of it. Now let's go to 4 hour. So on the 4 hour, we do have this zone here. Price have broken this structure, even broken this structure. So price has broken all of these zones. That came out of this candle, which came out of this zone here. Cool. Tap this trend line, which is where we have it, and started pushing back up. So if it taps this zone, tap into this 4 hour zone, we can aim for more sales. Potentially, because it is at this trend line. But we also have this zone here that it could tap into and turn around, because let's see, buyers were here in this zone, so there is a potential for price to come to this zone and turn around as well. So I guess it just depends on price action. What I would need to see, let me go down to the 1 hour. Okay, cool. So on the 1 hour, the zone is all the way here. Do price have to come all the way back up here for sales? It doesn't have to. It could invalidate the zone and start pushing up, or it could just tap this 4 hours somewhere, and then continue down. So there actually is a lot of possibilities that could happen today. I think the safest one, let's keep going before I make that decision. Let me see. Because there are buyers here. So let's go down to the 15. Yeah, I'm wondering if price is going to go deep into the zone and then sellers are going to step in. Because if that's the case, we'd have more room to come back to this trend line instead of trying to wait for the break of this trend line, because that would be the other option. The other option would be wait for this trend line to break, create a new zone and come and continue selling. But like I said, we do have that zone down there. So, and then let's look at the 5. Yeah, there is a 5-minute zone here. So it doesn't necessarily have to go all the way back, but it could invalidate. Price can do whatever it wants. So you don't even have to come back and tap the zone because it's already tapped twice. But let's see. Market opens in 5 minutes. So this is the 5-minute. Let's see what price does. I'm going for sales. That's my final bias. I am going for sales. We already got the breaker structure. So now we are waiting for price to come back and tap into the zone. I might can get in on the 1 minute if it comes back. I don't think it will though. Yeah, they're gone. That was our trade. That was our trade. Wow. Let me see how it would have played out. If I got in at the second opportunity and I didn't want a price to come back to this, we would have already hit our 1-to-1. I would have aimed for this zone here. So like a 1-to-3. Wow, that would have been our trade. We didn't take it though. We did not. We'll find another opportunity. Like I said, if it comes back here, I'm taking it. I don't think it will though. Or will you? Because I never minded. That was our trade, y'all. This was our trade. Wow. Quite literally upset. It just tapped into this 1 minute zone. So, let's see how this candle closes. That might be the entry. We're waiting for the candle to close. I'm in. That's the entry. Yeah, that was the entry because it tapped into this 1 minute zone. It has selling pressure coming outside the zone. It closed outside the zone. And just so you guys can see, it was this 1 minute zone here. So let me put it in. I got in at the close. wouldn't even want price to come back here, honestly, but let me measure it. A 1-to-1 would be here. So let's aim for a 1-to-1. But really, I wouldn't want it to go past here. So let's see. Can the sellers maintain? I think they could break, but that might be doing too much. Whoa, we are up. We must have got in earlier than I thought. Had to. Maybe not. I don't know. We was up for a second. We are up. My entry might be off on this. I think I might have got in earlier. I don't know. I can't tell. I might have got in sooner than where I'm putting it. But I'm going to still aim. Well, then dang. I might just... I don't know exactly where the candle was when I got in. It might have pushed up and then continued down. Shoot, we might could just aim for a 1-to-1 though, because whoa, what is happening? Yeah, I got in sooner because we're still up even when it just tapped there. Okay. I think a 1-to-1 would be right here. Buyers are sitting here. That's the problem. That's the problem. If it's going to struggle, I might get out because this is a 1-to-2. My heart was thumping for a second. For a tiny second. It's because we're at this trend line. There it is. Come on, y'all, because I'm ready to get out. I won't lie. I might have to aim for a 1-to-1. This 1-to-2 not working for me. Let's see. Oh, we would have been out. It's a tough decision. A tough decision. It's this zone right here. Buyers are right here. This is a demand zone, which is also my 1-to-1. But do I believe it could push? Sellers, are we gonna do it or not? Because that's my 1-to-1. I think being in that chair yesterday had helped me kind of sit through these bigger risk to reward ratios, because I didn't have this. So I really was just like, well, I think price could push here, and I waited and I waited and I waited and I waited and I waited. And I think since doing that today, I'm able to do that again. Yeah, I was panicking here, and I was going to use the whole zone to make this a 1-to-1. But I don't need to, because I don't believe price needs to pull back any further. It could, but I don't want to be a part of that. Because this zone is already 47 points. That's enough for me. It's in this zone. Let's see. Let's see if I can get this whole thing. I might get out before that because I'm already at past the 1-to-1. But I finally get to be a part of a move. Y'all know I always be saying that I be leaving money on the table. I'm trying not to do that anymore. Eee! Come on, y'all. Don't embarrass me in front of my friends because I'm going to hop out. I'm going to hop out. I'm having a hop out feeling. But let me see. Let's see how this candle closes. If it closes strong, I'll just hop out, honestly. Even though I know it'll keep going. But I think I'm good. Got 7 seconds left. Strong candle, strong candle. Yeah, I'm good. I'm hopping out. Let's edit this. That's funny. Anyways, that was the trade of the day. 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 44. Whoa. See, Nayana, you gotta just, let me see. You gotta just, sometimes you just gotta sit. It's okay. I'm satisfied. I'm still satisfied. I'm still satisfied. I'm not even complaining. Honestly, I'm not. I'm trying to collect my nerves. Simply because I like I said yesterday, not having this tool and being able to just kind of eyeball and trust my, I guess, guesstimation. I didn't have a choice but to sit because I didn't have this tool. And with this tool, I think it kind of like leaves money on the table. And especially when I know, price could potentially hit this trend line. What did it do? It just did. But I got out at a decent amount, a decent place because at the same time, I knew I wanted price to push past this zone. And it did. So I got out. Either way, that's what I wanted. So I still got what I wanted. But not having this tool yesterday, I think allowed me to learn how to sit longer. And I didn't have that before because I probably wouldn't have I probably would have. I don't know. Probably would have hopped out earlier. I won't lie. Where it was struggling right here, I probably would have hopped out at that 1-to-1. And aimed for the normal. But yeah. So price broke the trend line. That's what we wanted. If it can maintain, we could get another entry. But I'm going to be done for the day, honestly. It's 10 o'clock. It's 10:07 to be exact. It was a simple trade, honestly. We missed a better entry. We didn't, kind of. We kind of did. We kind of didn't. No, we kind of did. I'm trying to make it sound better. We kind of missed the best entry, which would have been here. And this would have been the second opportunity. Because price ended up closing here, so we could have got in here. And when price pushed back and started pushing back up, we could have got in here. And then our entry would have been here instead of here. So we did, whatever. But once it created this 1 minute zone, which is this here, once it tapped, we got in. Heart was beating a little bit because I didn't want it to push past here because that's already 47 points. And then on top of this, however much this is on top of this 47 points would have made this a 1-to-1. And I didn't want that. I didn't want price to push past this candle, and it didn't. And we got our 1 to whatever. So that was the trade of the day. We followed all of our rules. We did not hop out. We kind of did, but we're up. That was a $4,400 play. So we're done for the day. I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.